Today is the first day of the aftermath of United Kingdom leaving the euro, and what a day it was. A lot of the markets were down. I expected the currency markets to be down when it comes to the euro and the pound. I expected the commodities market to be up, but I didn't expect the equities to go down as much as it did, especially in the US. Now the whole thing about this leaving the euro, the voters, you can see, is fed up with politicians and institutions. So any excuse they used to stick it to them, they do it. And as you can see, they really did stick it to the UK government, because Cameron, the Prime Minister, decided it's time to resign, so he'll be out of office in October. And since I was a teenager, I remember England, the United Kingdom, did not want to join the euro. So from way back when, in the modern EU, they were already 50-50. So the odds that they would have come out of the EU was great, but the market, based on the polls, decided no, so they traded up the day before, and they was expecting them to remain in the euro. And when the vote came out, that's why the market was down, because everybody had to cover their positions and their margins and everything this morning. So that was it. But I mean, the currency market had to take a hit. I mean, I think the UK will be okay. Europe, on the other hand, might have a problem. Other countries might want to leave, especially the bigger countries like Germany, Italy, France, Spain. They might decide they want to leave too. So that could be problems for the Europe region. So what I did today, well, the day before I got rid of my bonds and bought US equities, and then today I unwind some of my international stocks and I got US equities, large US equities. I took a hit on the international, a few $100s, but that's nothing much. Something I had to give back when you make for a long-term strategy, which I think will make much more in the long run. So that's what I did today. So I'm back to one of my old strategies, and I'm all along waiting for the market to go back above 18,000, and we shall see how that goes. I mean, the traders is the one that, you see, when you're trading, you bet is really a betting. You're not investing in a long term, you're short term. So I wouldn't say gambling, but for example, that's why it's good to be an investor, because you have a long term approach. These things is opportunities when the market go down. So always take advantage of these opportunities. Now, for example, if you want to trade, like, you could have make a bet that, okay, it will either they will stay or they might exit, and based on that, you put on your trades. But once the results come out, you get out of it. Whether you make money or you lose money, get out of it and move on. I knew that they was going to exit. That's why I got out some of the bonds, but the international set I kept a little bit because I wanted to see how the market play, and I didn't expect the companies to take that much of a hit. But I guess with the traders, they had to take down the prices to cover their positions. So that's why I took it. And then because some of the US equities got hit, was taken down, it was opportunity. So for me, lose some on the international for opportunity to make much more on the US side was a no-brainer for me. So that's why I did it. I already at the beginning of the week was liquidating both the international and the bonds this week. Hindsight is 2020. I could have liquidated the international the day before, but that's how the game is played. You make some, you lose some. Now on the commodity side, obviously coal and silver went up, so I'll make some money on that side too. Because when things like this happen, especially when it comes to currency, and this is where I was out of the currency market, so that's why I had I expected that they would have fallen, the pound to the euro, or the euro to the US, and the pound to the US to the fall. So I was out of that. And when that happens, people fly to gold and silver for safety. Now the US dollar appreciated, so that is good in the sense of trading, but it also makes foreign customers buying our products more expensive. So we will have to work around that for trade. But all these things came out from votes and the frustration of the people. And the US will have an election in November, so that could also follow into November. Now it wouldn't be as catastrophic as the currency markets when the UK left the euro, but there can be some effects to US corporations on the taxes based on who wins. Now the moral of the story is any situation, geopolitical, financial, markets, bets, whatever you do, there's always an up and a down, right? It could always be up or down. Whether the market go up or you go down, you can make money. So you just have to figure out, based on your research, which side you want to be on, but also hedge the opposite in case your investment didn't work out. But I must say, days like these make you feel alive when you're trading the markets. Just today, I think the market might go down will be down for a couple of weeks. And a good day to rebalance your 401k when it comes to probably bonds or currency or international. I come up with a different strategy because the euro has had slow growth compared to the US, and with this move it will be slower now. So that's why I said large US corporations. Now large US corporations obviously will have dealings with euro, so you wouldn't want to invest in companies that have a lot of exposure to the European market too much, like Ford, or surprisingly, I know Microsoft lost $2 and plus today, which I bought Microsoft like 2 weeks ago because of the LinkedIn deal, so I probably lost some money on that, but long term it will be okay still. So sometimes you need a reboot. For government, sometimes there should be a reboot. You know, your portfolio sometimes needs a reboot to plan ahead. You know, things need to change, policies need to change. So today was a perfect example. It was a day that will go down in history, but maybe it was a wake-up call. and it shows that people want, like freedom and independence and nationalist movements and stuff. So it was an interesting day. Make you want to think, and then obviously you put in where your money where your mouth is. So that's why I like trading and investing. Is you have an idea, you're not just debating it with people. Oh, I believe this, oh, I believe that. No, you put in your money where your mouth is, and you wait for the trade to be executed. You might be winning on the trade or losing on the trade, but that was it. Now, long term, you might end up winning a lot of your investments because of the compounding effect. You have good investments, but when it comes to trading, it's more short term. Do your research and you put your money where your mouth is, or wherever the research that you did and what you believe in, and you wait for it to come true or not, and then if you make a profit, you move on it. If the trade make you a loss, you also move on to the next trade or the next investment. That's how it works. So I hope my rambling while I'm driving to go probably to the movies or something, will have given you an eye opener or teach you something about the market and the historic day we had today about the UK leaving the euro, and how all these events could make you money. Oh, if you're on the wrong side of it, you're going to make you lose money. But there's always opportunities from all these events. So, thank you, and please subscribe.